One, two, three. One, two, three. Let's go.
I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective readings, okay? Like and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is greatly appreciated, so thank you, okay? God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of light only are welcome into this reading. Please give the Piscean Seer collective the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so Spirit was doing that thing again, okay, where they had me just sitting here looking at the different shows that Netflix is like suggesting to watch next, okay? And I love what they did here. This is amazing, okay? I also did a reading about the Men in Black today. If you have not watched that, then you better cop it, okay? Because it's very, very interesting, okay, the way that they explain the Men in Black and their functions, okay? But Kali kept pointing my head over here to her deck, okay? Okay, and then when I pulled out the deck, they were like, okay, now get a card for mind, body, spirit, and the outcome, okay? So before I start getting into these these crazy notes, okay? So it says Dharma of Kali, okay? This is body, mind, yeah, okay, body, mind, and spirit, okay? So this is the body, the card that is to represent the body, okay? Which I feel is fire, but I'm only reading like the little top of it, okay? I'm not gonna read this long ass fucking shit. So it says, her every action is infused with loving purpose, okay? Every challenge and every opportunity in her life exists by her divine design. Her spiritual intelligence is within her heart. When you trust in your integrity and proceed according to your soul's value, you are trusting and empowering her to be at cause in your life, okay? Everything that is happening is a part of how your prayers are being answered. Everything that's happening is the part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established. You are being led into it, okay? So Spirit is aligning, helping us all to align, okay? So that we can, and you know, putting our bodies into action, you know, in the 3D so that we can elevate, okay? You know? Like it takes the mind and the spirit, you know, being really strong. Goodness, my bad. But it takes, you know, physical action, you know, rituals, praying, doing yoga, you know, taking walks. Like your body is very, very connected to you, okay? You know, dancing and all types of things that you can do. There's all kinds of things you can do to, you know, connect your body with your spiritual journey, okay? So you could be getting called to do certain things, okay? And Spirit saying you need to do those things, okay? Because boy, oh boy. Okay, so 33, the Anahata Kali, okay? Which is, body, mind, and spirit is how they had me do it, okay? So this is the mind, okay? Beautiful, powerful mother of the sacred universal heart who lives within our hearts as the wisdom and healing power of love. Your heart knows how to heal and how to open, how to break and repair itself, become stronger and wiser than before. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained, okay, by what has taken place. Your heart wisdom and empowerment are growing. Soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something very important for your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of divine love and let your heart be at peace, okay? So this is about healing your heart chakra, okay? Ain't no feeling like being free and nothing. My heart is in the right place, yeah. I love them, okay? Cater to my man, but he caters to me. Take me out sometime. Give me my quiet time. It's time you look out for me. And my mind's made up and my heart's in the right place, yeah. I'm free, yeah. I don't wanna hear it. No, 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 get up out of here. Okay, so the more healed your heart is, okay, the more clear your mind is, and the more you are able to resist all of these temptations that are going on around you, okay? And to like just see through the bullshit. Like, they have so many different tricks and things to distract you, okay? So many things going, hey, look over there. Look, if I don't pick up the phone for you like I used to, don't you take it personal. If I don't do all the things that I used to do, I ain't mad at you. If you get to feeling stressed up in your chest thinking that you're about to lose, baby, it's true. Because if anybody feels like that, okay, then they know they did something to make them a loser, okay? It's all about what you believe to be true, okay? And in order to properly perceive life, you need to get control of your emotions, okay? You need to be balanced in the body, mind, and spirit, okay? All of that is connected directly to the heart chakra, okay? The heart chakra is, and the crown chakra, and the third eye. I mean, I don't feel like one chakra is more important than the other one, but the heart chakra is the most important, the heart and the root as far as the functioning goes. Because if your heart chakra and your root chakra are like too out of whack, okay, then it throws off everything, okay? So this was the card of the spirit, okay? It says Shamunda, okay? It says her unerring instinct for spiritual protection arises spontaneously, even when we do not realize we need it. Sometimes we don't realize just how far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us. We do that which is not good for us, okay? I mean, yeah, entangled, my bad, I just reread a line, okay? How far we've become entangled in that which is not good for us. We do not realize we need Kali's powerful intervention. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. Holding the space for an inner or outer conflict to be resolved involves discipline. Shamunda is the fearless wisdom, patience, and discipline needed to conquer a difficult situation. And she is with you now, okay? So, Kali is real active out here right now, okay? I mean, really, all of the deities, okay? You guys just don't realize, like, I just hear like, whoa, like a war cry, ah, like, you know, like in the battle movies, you know, where they just like, ah, they just charge, you know? Okay? It's a religious procession, that's what I heard. There once was a time I blamed myself for what was. I can see so clearly now because you are gone. That's how I spend all my time when you weren't home, playing around with them raggedy heifers. No more stressing, no more crying, no more trying. I would rather be alone. And if that's how you're feeling right now, okay, we all went through like traumatic things, okay? We all got separated, okay? Some of us have coming into union, you know, but that could be totally how you was feeling, you know, before. Like, you know I need to do better, you know, like really being hard on yourself and really spending a lot of time, you know, when you were alone, focusing on the negatives of what everybody else was doing to you, not really realizing that if you just healed your heart chakra, your body, your mind, your spirit, you know, and started to put yourself first, then you would have got so much further. But don't dwell on the past, okay? You're here now, okay? So Spirit's saying, like, just keep that balance, okay? Maintain it, okay? Walk around with a healthy heart in balance, not ashamed to be happy and seeing through all of the illusions, okay? Look, use your third eye and see right through all of these illusions and all of this bullshit, okay? It's gonna make more sense when I get into these notes, but let me do the outcome of this whole situation, okay? Meaning, I guess, this war, or, yeah, we're at war, okay? Meaning this whole war thing, okay? So it says, sacred severance is her radical grace. She is our soul's power to shed and survive, to outgrow and evolve. When the soul needs to separate itself from that on which it once relied, be it a view of ourselves or the world, or a group or belief system that cannot support the truths of the heart. She is the capacity, sovereignty, and courage required for self-liberation. Systems of oppression within your mind and your world will be overcome. You have the power to sever your attachment to the past and focus on inner regeneration and reorientation, healing into a path that is worthy of your heart. Okay. So that is what, is pretty much going on a universal scale. Like, we're all getting these calls. Everybody's not on the same place in their journey. Okay, yeah, but we're all pretty much experiencing the same thing if we're in the up and up with God. So which ones you guys want me to start with? These. Okay, so like I said, it was just showing me all of the little shows flashing across on Netflix. Okay, even everything is crazy about this message to me. Like, I feel like it's fire. Okay, because they have me take notes and look up the numbers and do things. Okay, so they had me look up the description of each and every one of these movies, which I was happy with. Okay, because movies and TV shows. Okay, I was happy with that because I didn't want to watch all of that. Okay, sometimes they want me to watch like a list of shit, and I didn't feel like it yesterday. Okay, so it says The Witcher Blood Origin. Okay, that's where it started. Okay, it says The Witcher Blood Origin set more than 1,000 years before the world of The Witcher. 7 outcasts in the elf world unite in a quest against an unstoppable power. Okay, and then in parentheses I put God. Okay, look. Avenger. Okay, it says resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay, so in the Men in Black, you should definitely watch the Men in Black video. Okay, but I was talking about how we're basically food and clothing for some of the entities that come to this planet. Okay, and God is in a place where he has a desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on the behalf of society and oneself. Okay, and so he wants us to do that same thing. Okay, that's the point of these calls, is to wake us all up, because the more knowledge that you have, I know it sounds crazy, but the more you know, okay, the better off you are. That's how you really solidify your protection, by really keeping that connection with God, Ra, whatever you call your main light source. It's all the same main light source. These deities, yes, they speak, okay, but they speak for God, or they don't talk to me. Okay, period. Okay, so it says that show came out 12/25/22. Okay, so the song, she said, I don't love you no more. She said, you know who you are. Okay, they talking about these people, man, these dark motherfuckers. Okay, I really think that that's what it is. But it's like they've been coming up against us for centuries. Okay, for lifetimes. It says that. So I broke down the numbers. Okay, look up the Hebrew meanings. Well, I looked up whatever numbers they told me to put, but it's in the date. It's all of the numbers I looked up are in the date of when this show came out. Okay, so it was 12/25/22. So 12/25 means to bring changes, usually with hostile intent. Okay, so these dark beings, they came here, okay, and they had hostile intent. Okay, they thought they were gonna take us over. Okay, it says plans, financial gain, and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, they have done everything they could do to keep us from being enlightened. Okay, it says rescuer assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Okay, so it's like they try to keep us dependent, okay, keep us distracted, keep us needy, of all these different services that they provide. The song said, he's so caught up, he won't call her, he shows no love till she decides, you know what, I changed my mind, I don't love you no more. Okay, this is what happened. We're falling out of love with social media and all of the lies and all of the illusions. Okay, it says 25/22 daily. Okay, to overthrow, decay, discomfit waste away, weaken, okay? And then I wrote the light, okay? The Queen becomes arrogant when authority is challenged. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding, okay? This is the attitude of the enemies, I suppose, okay? Excuse me. So next was the show Wednesday, okay? The description says, while attending Nevermore Academy, Wednesday Addams attempts to master her emerging psychic ability, thwart a killing spree, and solve the mystery that embroiled her parents 25 years ago, okay? So it came out 11/23/2022, okay? 11/23 means written, okay? It was written that you will understand the nature of healthy romance and be inspired to rely on the self, okay? That's what it said in the light attributes. It says, before we start remembering, okay, it says that waiting for a night to provide you seduction by romantic illusion, okay? So they like kind of glamour us with all of these movies with these loves and all this love going on, all of this perfect life, you know, and whoop-de-wop, you know, making us, you know, all these things that they have that we think we can't acquire, okay? The way I feel, I want to curl up like a child, okay? They want us scared. They want us to feel like we have to work and strive to be like them, to be in their image, because they think that they have the power to compete with God, okay? It says 23/22, attention, medical service, care, attention, treatment. Hence, almost healing those who render services, okay? So it feels like if you go over there, right, and you make this deal with the devil, you know, you get all rich and you get everything you ever wanted, you know, they make them feel like, ooh, come on now, Spirit, with this card that came out, okay? They make you feel like, okay, they finna you know, raise you up, make you this big billionaire, you know, oh, because you're so talented and we need you, only to turn around and turn us into slaves. I mean, not us, you know, but they're turning the people into slaves, okay? It says special medical services and curing, okay? They're using like higher tech type of things to keep these people from dying, okay? They're using all kinds of lures and traps to turn these souls over, you know, because people are not realizing that everything that they've gone through were all lessons from God, okay, in order for them to grow into their light and to become the real leader they could have been, you know. They were going to do it with or without the dark-oriented people, but they were impatient, okay? A lot of people are impatient. You need to have your patience, okay? It says, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices, okay? This is how they're getting these people, okay? Because these people are done, you know, they get so tired. They're tired of trying to figure out how they're going to navigate this life, okay? How we're going to do this, how we're going to get that. I got to take care of this. I got to go over here. I got to go, then I got to do that. And then, you know, and then you're in this victim consciousness like, oh my God, like, doesn't anyone care for me? You know, it says playing the victim for posture feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries, okay? That is stars in a nutshell, right? Okay, so-called stars. That's them, the dark-oriented being, you know, always posting they sad videos and they fights and they complaining and all of that shit, you know, like they not rich sitting on millions of dollars, you know, but they're miserable because they're slaves, okay? They signed up for some shit they can't even tell you they signed up for, and if they do, people think it's a fucking game, okay? So Blood and Bone was next, okay? It says an ex-con, Isaiah Bone, moves to LA after his release. His goal is to fulfill a promise to a dead friend by taking the local underground fighting world by storm. He defeats every opponent, making thousands of dollars in the process, okay? So this is what you have signed up for, my love. You have signed up. You didn't got your release, okay? from your karma and all of your bullshit that you had to go through. Okay, you got your release. Everybody that's out, okay, that's out of that, that's no longer dealing with a karma, okay, that's not healing all of that. Okay, we here to fight. We here to fight, okay? We here to take on the local underground fighting world by storm, okay? To defeat every opponent and make thousands of dollars in the process. Spirit said millions, okay? So Blood and Bone came out 2/7/2009, okay? 272 means to be careless, show no regard, unaffected, or make light of, okay? They're always playing games like little children, okay? Always acting like this shit is a joke, you feel me? Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment, okay? So while they're making light of their abuse of, you know, God's creations and people and things, you know. So it says 2729, to overpower, to prevail against, okay, to overpower, get the other hand, to be superior in strength. You are superior in strength, okay. You have the ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, okay. While these people rely on their own mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences, okay? These people don't worry about karma or none of that shit. These fucking dark beings. I don't even like want to call them people, low-key, okay? So my cousin was watching a movie while I was taking these notes, while I was looking up the meaning, the descriptions and numbers, okay. And it was this movie that it was quoting is actually on the list, but I had never seen it, so I didn't know, okay. But it says, I wrote TV mystery movie, okay. He said, given layers and layers to peel outside of you, drawn into the puzzle, the game, the distraction. This is what the man was saying on the TV, okay. It hides not behind complexity, but behind mind-numbing clarity. It doesn't hide at all. It was staring right, you were staring right, no, he said, I was staring right at it the entire time, okay. He says, the killer almost struck my Achilles heel. Didn't see the obvious threat until it was too late, okay? So these people that they're taking over, okay, look, thief, saboteur, okay? It says they all have phones. It's so dumb, it's brilliant. No, it's just dumb, okay? They've been stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack, okay? And we're here to shed light on the potential wealth within ourselves, okay, so that it can never be stolen again. That is a promise from God, okay? It says, introduces self-destructive behavior or desire to undermine others, okay? We're constantly being shown all kinds of, like, you know, like just media altogether got more and more violent, more and more scary, more and more sad, more and more emotional, okay? Because they're playing games with us, pulling at your heartstrings, knowing that you could sit there and watch a movie not knowing how powerful you are and manifest the things you're saying, like, oh, I hope that bitch die, you know, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's how it works. That's why it's like, don't watch the news. Don't be careful what you're consuming. What are you paying attention to? What are you giving your emotional reactions to? Okay. So it says, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Okay. So highlighting your fear of self-empowerment empowers you. Believe it or not, okay? Highlighting and focusing on your fears. He said you had one thing, Georgia, just doesn't. Wait. Oh, you had one thing Georgia just doesn't, okay, which is God, okay? Which makes me want to know. Hold up 1 second. Oh, let me use my phone because I have something pulled up on there that I need to use. Damn it. I'll just look it back up again. Shut up. Okay, so the meaning of the name Georgia is farm worker or earth worker, okay? That's you, okay? You had one thing Georgia just doesn't. Well, maybe I'm saying it wrong. But you're a farmer, an earth worker, okay? Like, you have God. Maybe it's like that's the one thing that we don't have is like, okay, spirit. Make it make sense. Okay. It says fear of facing your own demons. Okay. You had one thing, Georgia just doesn't, okay? So they have a fear of facing their own demons, okay? This is why they'll never win, okay? Thank you, Spirit, because I was like, what? They had lost me for a second. Okay, so next was the show Supernatural. Okay, it says, journeys of brothers Sam and Dean Winchester, okay, who face the increasingly sinister landscapes as they hunt monsters. Look, Father. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit, okay? So we are brothers, okay? It says, Sam and Dean Winchester, who face increasingly sinister landscapes as they hunt monsters. After losing their mothers to a supernatural force, they were raised by their father as soldiers who track mysterious demonic creatures, okay? So your parents could have been like, you know, bad parents, okay? But it was all a part of your mission, okay? You may have felt like really kind of separated from your family a lot. I know a lot of people have or did, you know? But that was only so that your father could step in and train you as a soldier in a mysterious and mystical way, okay? It says violent memories and relationships, threatening secrets add additional burdens on Sam and Dean as they investigate all things that go bump in the night. As old tricks and tools are rendered useless and friends betray them, okay? The brothers must rely on each other as they encounter new enemies, okay? So this is what we're doing a lot. We're networking, you know, we're watching what each other is saying, watching each other's videos, getting a little bit of this information from that person and that person, because we are meant to become a big soul family, okay? And then each like kind of conglomerate of the soul family has its leaders, okay? So this show came out 11/19. Well, no, I think it ended in 2020. This is when it ended. It ended 11/19/2020, okay? 11/19 says the knee, to bend the knee or to kneel down, okay? So you went through all these trials and tribulations, okay? You're supposed to come back and bend the knee to God, okay? So you can start serving and you can come out of that BS, okay? So you can finally relax in life and start attracting what you're really meant to attract, okay? 1920, to come on, arrive, to become or happen afterward, to be born after or born again, okay? In the comfort of God, okay? To give and receive. It says, take it and give it, okay? Which gives me giving and receiving energy. This is why you do it, okay? So you can finally relax, okay? It says 2020, to let shine, i.e. to dawn, to begin to grow light, okay? With tolerance, okay? Learning to tolerate and love and sit with yourself and God, okay? Look, it's two cats, like, it's two cats in these cards, you feel me? Like, you're always being held in the love of God. He says, shooting stars all around her, fire, comets, I can bring her through and shut them down, onyx. Maybe get some onyx, okay? Onyx is a crystal. He says, you're not imagining they're looking at you, long stares. Even though she's standing out, she looks like she belongs here, okay? So that's kind of part of it too, okay? We blend in the fuck in, like, they looking at us and they would never think like, oh, look at her, you know? But at the same time, it's like to the point where you can't really hide it anymore. Like, people are starting to just recognize it in you, okay? So the next show was Warrior Nun. A young woman wakes up in a morgue with inexplicable powers and gets caught up in a battle between good and evil. Huh? So that came out 7/7 7/2/2020, okay? So 7/22 means to plow, okay? So I looked up plow and it said cutting furrows in the soil and turning it over, especially to prepare for the planting of seeds, okay? Okay? So all of your trials, tribulations, your lessons, that is the process of plowing you to build a new foundation and plant the seeds, okay, that you will receive your fruits from. It says move in a fast and uncontrollable manner, okay. The plow is also a yoga pose, okay. So this was all quick, okay? This is all quick. This all just came out of nowhere, okay? Look, exposed, time to clean up, okay? Secrets, let the cat out of the bag, okay? God just moved, okay? Because that's what God do, right? He just moved when he gonna move. He don't have to let nobody know that he finna move, okay? Look, 220, a rooster, observance, masculinity, bravery, honesty, prudence, pride, strength, positivity, and enthusiasm. And then 2020 again, to let light shine, okay? So that's why God has been doing, the way that he is moving is amazing. Like, whew, and it's crazy, like, to go so long without seeing it, without noticing it. It's freaking amazing. Like, I'm so, man, I'm just amazed at it, okay? Like, amazed to even be able to still get this amazed, okay? Okay, Vikings Valhalla was next, okay? The adventures of the famous Vikings as they blaze new paths in ever-changing Europe, okay? So it came out 2/25/2022, okay? So 2/25 means the truth, but not, I wrote truth, okay? And then it said but not merely truth as spoken, truth of idea, reality, sincerity, truth in a moral sphere, okay? Divine truth revealed to man, straightforwardness, okay? Tipping the scales. We tip the scales, okay? Every time, every person that, becomes enlightened and finds balance, tip the scale more and more and more, okay? We are winning. Okay, this damn lip stuff. Okay, so 2552, which I don't, Spirit just had me right, okay? Because I looked at it when I was done, like, what? How did I get 2552? Because it's 2/25/2022, okay? It's only 1 5. But anyways, 2552 meant affliction, okay? To experience affliction that seems bad, or miserable from an earthly perspective, but in actuality is sent by God to accomplish his greater eternal purpose, okay? 2022 means to pour upon, okay? Expectation, okay? Expect the best, okay? God expects the best of us, and he pours upon those of us who seek to pour into him, okay? To receive the knowledge that he has, okay? So, 2520, to be proper or fitting, to come down, to come to reach, it is fit, okay? Portion, possession, okay? You belong to God, okay? Innocence. In the eyes of God, you are innocent. If you have came on to him, okay? If you didn't been out in nature and you didn't took, and he finna show you exactly how much you do, okay? But first, you had to do all of this reflection and to come out of your box. That's the most important thing. That's why we do all of this shadow work, okay? Is to be able to receive and accept our gifts, okay? With self-confidence, and to be able to stand our ground, okay? And to have focus on the actual divine purpose we're supposed to have without all of the judgments and the observations of the critics and who's watching and what they gotta say about what we're manifesting in our thought, okay? He came to grant us the freedom of just freeness, okay? Of friskiness, okay? But you have to trust the process, okay? You have to trust the process because it's taking you somewhere. It cut me off too, somewhere. I know it did. But I was too in the middle of what I was saying. He said, it's hell It's hell on earth and the city's on fire. In hell, that's heaven. There's a bull and a matador dueling in the sky. In hell, that's heaven. Oh. Okay. So, Glass Onion Knives Out Mystery. Okay, that was the mystery movie. It says, tech billionaire Miles Braun invites his friends for a gateway on his private Greek island. When someone turns up dead, Detective Benoit Blanc is put on the case. Okay. So that came out 9/10/22. Okay. 9/10 is a baptizer, one who administrates the rite of baptism. Okay. So what am I getting from this? Like, what about this tech billionaire? Okay. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. Okay, so more of the chosen are using this technology to become billionaires than ever. Okay, it says 10/22, slowness, slackness, delay. Okay, it said on his private Greek island. Okay, when I look up the Hebrew numbers, okay, look, Empress Lillian taught me how to do this. Okay, she said you put the number and you put Greek behind it. Okay, and you get a whole Hebrew meaning on that word. Okay, so that's why that Greek is popping out to me. I think you guys need to start doing it too. Okay, it says detective, because I have gotten the best messages ever since I started doing that with my readings. Okay, like, I understand why she does it. Okay, soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are, looking into these numbers, these signs. There's so much there. It's there if you only look. Okay, you have to look, you have to be searching for it in order for your guides to bring it to you. Okay, and you need to have your heart open to receiving in order for this information to really activate things inside of you. But a lot of our heart chakras are activating at a rapid rate. Okay, so the next movie was 7 Women and a Murder. When their family patriarch is stabbed, 7 women, each with ulterior motives, become trapped together in a mansion to solve the puzzle of his murder. Okay, that came out 12/25/21. I just feel like I don't know, really, honestly, I get the most out of that. Like, these men who are no longer in their family. So many men, so many patriarchs of families have been taken away. You know, they're supposed to be the protection. Okay, it says learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Okay, we're getting back to a more like I hear primitive, like not just like, but not like a way of living. Okay, but like a way of it's like we're evolving but getting back to the basics at the same time. Excuse me, because we're getting back to our inner children. Okay, it says 12/25, to bring charges usually with hostile intent. Okay, there's people. Okay, so 7 women and a murder. Okay, you could know 7 women who committed some type of murder. Okay, or you know, oh, how many Kardashians is it? I don't know how many Kardashians it is. What is it? It's 7 with Chris, ain't it? Let me see. I think it is. I don't know. That's what really came to my mind. Okay, so 2551, to be seated. I sit at the table, enthroned, I dwell, reside. Okay. So it's time for us to step up to our thrones, okay, to really receive these stellar gateway activations. It says infinite potential manifestation vortex. Okay, let me see. So now it says the invitation. Okay, so here we go again with these, the losing of parents. It's like we either lost our parents to, like, you know, the manipulation and temptation of the devil, or we lost our parents to, you know, actual, you know, accidents and things that went down in their lives. But anyway, it says Evie takes a DNA test and discovers a long lost cousin she never knew she had. Okay, he invited her to a lavish wedding in the English countryside. She soon thrusts she's soon thrust into a nightmare of survival as she uncovers twisted secrets about her family history and the unsettling intentions behind their sinful generosity, okay? So your parents could have been like, oh shit, could have been like, exactly, living life like they lived twice is what he said. He said, I've been living life like I lived twice, okay? But not only, okay, that's two things, okay? Like a double life energy is what I'm getting from that. But also, you're living life like you lived twice, okay? Because you already didn't live like a whole lifetime of lessons. It says higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love. Your heart is healed, okay? So now that your heart is healed, it knows how to discern between who loves it and who doesn't, okay? It says, this came out 8/26/22. 8/26 means to shine forth, okay? I flash, I gleam, shine forth, appear white, bright. But perhaps I see clearly, discern of God, should shine unto them to be bright, okay? 26/22 means to break up, okay? I break in pieces, okay? So it says Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives and freedom, okay? You broke free from those things, okay? You found your inner earth, okay? So you're grounded. And that's how you need to stay, okay? Because we're constantly under attack. I feel like it's the whole point of this message, okay? Look. So the next show was Is It Cake, okay? So on Is It Cake, they make like, okay, they'll make like, have this plant, right? And then they'll make a cake. They'll have the chefs make a cake like this plant. And you have to figure out which one is cake, you know? And it's really cool. It's really interesting, but it's perfect. It's perfect for this, okay? It says cake that looks like real stuff have to be the best at making it look real, okay? So you could have been in a family of fakes, okay? It says if you can spot the fakes or blend in with the fakes, you win prize money, okay? Okay, so if you can spot the fakes or blend in with the fakes, then you win the money, okay? You win the ultimate prize, okay? Some of you might be wondering like, okay, well, why am I here? Why am I in this place? Why do I know these types of people if I'm supposed to do all of that? Because you are an undercover agent. You have all the proper experiences and credentials and stripes and all that you need to accomplish the mission you're here to do for God. Period. Okay, look, Bake Squad was the next show. It said, and I wrote, time to cook your own cakes, okay? It's time to cook your own cakes, period. Stop accepting cake that looks like the real stuff and make sure that you make the cake you want to enjoy, okay? And also, you ain't got to worry about nobody tampering with your shit. You might be the type of person to keep like cake on the counter, okay? Watch that shit, especially if you be having family members over your house, okay? Or you might live with your family like I do, okay? So the next show is Alice in Borderland, okay? Obsessed gamer Arisu suddenly finds himself in a strong, emptied out version of Tokyo. A strong what? Okay. But that's you though, you are a strong, emptied out version of what you used to be, okay? And even more stronger and full of love for it, gratitude, spirit. So he finds himself in a strange, emptied out version of Tokyo in which he and his friends must compete in dangerous games in order to survive, okay? So there's all this competition energy around, right? Okay, because, we're at war, okay? These people are trying to compete with you, okay? But not because they think they can win, but just to tie to you, okay? To bond to you. Because this came out 12/10/2020, okay? So 12/10 means to tie, to bind, to put under obligation, namely of law, duty, okay? Bound or constrained in my spirit, okay? So these people are trying to get you in the energy of competing with them. Hold up. When it comes to being true, at least true to me, one thing I found, oh no, you'll never let me down. So it's like, your spirit team will never let you down when it comes to seeing through these people who are trying to compete with you, okay? Pay attention to everything that they're showing you now that you, okay, you, oh my gosh, you are the golden goose, okay? You lay golden eggs left and right, okay? You have fifth dimensional access, okay? Not only that, you can literally hear what these bitches is thinking. You can feel that vibe, okay, right? You almost can literally, I can hear a sentence of what a bitch just thought. I swear I can. Okay, it says bound to one, a wife, a husband, to forbid, prohibit, declare, to be illicit. So a lot of you could have been in those, you know, karmic relationships. That's what that's really giving you. Karmic relationships, okay? To be bound to this one set of people, this one place, these one, like, connections and things, you know. But that's not what we're meant to do, okay? You are multi-dimensional, like, international shit is going on in your energy, okay? 1020, I got to sail away, okay? The place of the desert, okay? So we're moving away from the place of the desert, okay? For those without their water and without their water controlled, okay? Some people are just empty and desolate, okay? Just dry, and, you know, it says going nowhere fast and emotionless, okay? So the next show or movie, I don't know, was White Noise, okay? College professor Jack Gladney and his family comfortable suburban life is upended when a nearby chemical leak causes the airborne toxic event, okay? Releasing a noxious black gas cloud over the region that forces the Gladney's family to evacuate, okay? Which I really feel like they're talking about, you know, the pandemic, okay? That was like just out of nowhere, okay? They didn't know. That was a huge, God knew they were going to do that, okay? That was a huge part of his plan. They pushed us into isolation, forced us to be with ourselves, okay? So that came out 12/2/22, okay? 122 says a goat, okay? One occurrence, male or female, okay? 2222, life, physical and spiritual, okay? All life throughout the universe is derived, i.e., it always only comes from and is sustained by God's self-existent life, okay? The Lord intimately shares his gift of life with people, okay? Creating each in his image, which gives all the capacity to know its eternal life, okay? And then there was an ad that said callhope.com, okay? So the next show was Snack versus Chef, okay? It says your choice. You want quick, cheap snacks that taste good but doesn't provide much nourishment, or you want a private chef who knows your dietary needs and will always leave you feeling full and satisfied inside and out, okay? It says harmonic resolution, negativity, anger, and transmutation, okay? So that's what they came and started helping us with, transmuting all of these, you know, quick, cheap snacks, okay? Started detoxing us and getting rid of all of these negative influences and things. Like, this is all the whole point, okay? They told me just give it to y'all in order, okay? So I think they're just covering a lot of different bases. Like, this is the strategy, the plan, okay? The map, how to win it. How to win the game. Get up, I get down. So it says Morbius, dangerously ill with rare blood disorder, okay? And I wrote vampirism because it's kind of a vampire movie, okay? This guy has this, he gets bit by some kind of bat or something. And, you know, he just is like a monster. He's like a sick kind of dude, you know, until he makes this like antidote low key. But the side effect of the antidote is that, you know, it turns him into Dracula, okay? It was like one of the first vampire type of stories, okay? It says, but a lot of these people with ill intent toward the chosen ones, you know, toward the people of God, they're coming down with all kinds of rare blood disorders and diseases and all kinds of shit. They're not going to tell you this, okay? It says, determined to save others from the same fate, Dr. Morbius And also, they're infecting our people, okay? Dr. Morbius attempts a desperate gamble. While at first it seems to be a radical success, a darkness inside of him is soon unleashed, okay? I don't know. I really heard you are who you hang with, okay? So it's like you can't, that gave me like, don't be a hero to the wrong people, okay? Don't be trying to go back and save these vampires, okay? Because they'll be then had your manifestation stop, okay? And had your what did it say? Had your darkness inside unleashing, okay? And tipping the scales of imbalance. That's out. What is this? Oh, it already been switched on me. Dang, it is tripping. Okay, so 4/1/2022 is when Morbius came out, okay? So 4120 means to plait, to twine, to braid, okay? To be intertwined, to be entangled is what I got from that, okay? 412 is unspeakable, unable to fully describe or report, impossible to communicate, okay? These people who can't communicate, they can't say how they feel because they don't know who they are, okay? They don't really have a divine destiny, okay? Some of them just squandered it over something stupid, and some of them just, I don't know, they just, I heard, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. So 1202, a prisoner. A prisoner was to kill the prisoners so that none, I don't even know, why did it stop? I guess they were supposed to kill the prisoner so that none of this crystal assistance would ever happen, okay? They didn't want this massive awakening, okay? They fucked up. It says a Levite, member of Hebrew tribe, provided assistance to the priest in the worship in the Jewish temple, okay? So it's like, wait, a member of the Hebrew tribe provided assistance to the priests in the worship in the Jewish temple, okay? So the people who were Hebrews that was helping these people, I want to say the Witchers, honestly. The people that was Hebrews that's helping the Witchers, okay? Like, they gonna die. They gonna be in prison. They gonna go to jail, okay? They don't get to glow up, okay? The next show is Glow Up, the next makeup star, okay? It says beauty competition. And then I looked at my phone and I seen this. It said, let not my enemies triumph over me, okay? So, okay, I think that's pretty fucking clear, okay? You finna glow up, you know, we're stars, we're engineers, we're, you know, so many different things, and it's like built right into our DNA, okay? Look, breakthrough, leap of faith, freedom, new beginnings, okay? There's nothing but new beginnings from here. Like, you don't have to really worry about fighting. Like, that's the best thing about God's plan, okay? Is that, you know, it's kind of effortless. Your effortless effort is required. All he's literally asking you to do is to love yourself and to go off and do some divine job in the world for him. Like, that's it. And he'll provide everything that you need. Everything that you need that nourishes you, roof over your head, everything. All expense paid, I heard. But all you have to do is, look, show this love. Okay, so 95 equals 14 and 4 and 1 equals 5, which is the number of change, okay? So Glow Up Star came out 3/6/19, okay? So 361 means unerring, faultless, without blame, origin from Alpha, making no mistake. You haven't made any mistakes. All you've done is walk through this life, this path, and learn the lessons you're supposed to be learning, okay? You might be feeling isolated, okay? Or like you've done something wrong, or like you're receiving some sort of punishment. You might be really lonely, okay? Longing for reconnection, and also feeling homesick because you're a starseed. You're not from here. You don't really get these people. Why the fuck they act like that? Why they, it's just like, it's upsetting, you know? You are used to living in your, I heard you're a higher dimensional being. You're used to living in a utopia type of thing, you know, used to having peace, secure, serenity, and paradise, you know, with God, next to God. But we volunteered in this army for God, okay? Our souls chose to come here and do what we're supposed to do, okay? Look, which is this, 36:19, the act of building. The act of building a building is what it said. And I said, okay, a foundation. So I wrote that. And then it said, metaphysical, edifying edification, the act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, and holiness, okay? So it's like once you come to your senses, you know, and you start achieving your balance, you should be communicating this to as many people as you can, okay? You should be sharing the word of God always. Like, I rep God to the fullest. I don't give a fuck. If I'm at the club, I don't care where I'm at. I'll talk about God. It's nothing because, and you know, some guy got dumped for telling me, I don't think that God belongs in, you know, social situations. Like, why not? Okay, God is the reason why you socialize. He the reason you woke up this morning. We can't talk about God for 10 minutes in the middle of chilling because it's going to bring the mood down. Why does God bring people's mood down? Like, what the fuck is that? God is not sad and miserable like the people you trying to, you know, like this energy you trying to push in this group, okay? Like, the nigga pissed me off. I put him out my eyes. I was like, get out, okay? Dreamscape, okay? DreamWorks, subconscious imagination, okay? Pay lots of attention to your dreams, okay? The more you wake up, the clearer your dreams should be getting. Although my dreams, I don't even know what's up with them right now. I be smoking too much weed before I go to sleep, though, okay? Spirit already didn't told me about that, but I just be sitting here, like I'll be sitting here chilling, you know, taking my little notes or doing whatever I'm doing for Spirit, or sometimes, I don't know, I'm always doing something, okay? And it just, I can't, it's neither here nor there, okay? So challenges, blocks, fears, and negativity and betrayal, okay? So you're free from fears, okay? Free from negativity, free from betrayal. Spirit's already gonna start revealing everything. There is not gonna be no secrets, okay? Either you're already here, okay, and you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, or you know you're somewhere in here, okay, in this, okay, or you're just someone who needs to be aware of this, okay? If you even hung in this long, let me see. I just don't know. I wrote down the times where it skips over, but I don't know. So anyway, the next show is Wynonna Earp, okay? Has been away from hometown purgatory for years, but returns to reluctantly take on the role that the Wyatt Earp's heir is destined for, okay? A demon protector. Her task is to take out the revenants, or the demons, okay? The resurrected souls of the criminals who were taken down at one time by her great-grandfather, okay? Wynonna teams up with her sister Waverly, Agent Xavier Dawes, and Doc Holliday, the cursed with immortality best friend of the Wyatt Earp, as they work to stop the revenants from taking over purgatory and escaping into the world. Like, okay, that came out 4/1/2016. So 4120 means to braid, to weave together, okay? We have been like woven together, like caught up in their shit, okay? Because that's how they wanted it, okay? They want to just only take our inspirational creativity, okay? Like, they want to take our inspiration, take our creativity, take everything from you, to just drain you, okay? And just use you, period. And right now we're all being like, you know, like I see, like, because I said to braid, right? Like, God, like, he was like, no, that's ugly. Like, let's take this braid out, okay? So 1201, a prison, a place of bondage, okay? So, like, it's like somehow they confused us all into thinking that we were prisoners, okay? They confused us on what our true mission here as chosen ones were, right? Was to complete the mission that Jesus started, okay? Look, solar portal, okay? Being centered, balancing, power, manipulation, you know, or I don't know, whatever. Like, cause like Jesus's mission is so much deeper than what they try to make it seem like. So, it says 2016, notable, conspicuously appear, become visible, especially in a splendid transforming way, okay? And then this card that fell says trust, okay? It says trust, overcoming doubts, insecurities, and patience, okay? So spirit, like God just appeared out of nowhere, okay? Like he just hit with this, like they really was not expecting this, okay? He got together with all the star families, everybody. This is a whole collaborated conglomerate star family assistance cooperation to get rid of these bitches. Okay? Higher perspective. Because we want our sanctuary. We want our shit back. So God made us start emerging, okay? Start rising, start inspiring us to create, start inspiring us to get rooted and tapped in, okay? Start inspiring us to explore the word and explore all of these things, okay? So it says a Gaian awakening, okay? A Gaian awakening, okay? Like Gaia, an awakening of the whole earth, okay? Preparing relocation ascension. That's what it say. Gratitude. Okay. So, next, let me see how much is left. OMG. This one's so long. I might stop it. But anyways, troll. When an ancient troll is awakened in the Norwegian mountains, a ragtag group of heroes must come together to try to stop it from wreaking deadly havoc, okay? In Norse mythology, trolls dwell in isolated areas of rocks, mountains, and caves. They live together in small family units and are rarely helpful to human beings, okay? So it's like they are just hiding, okay? Look, they're hiding out, okay? But it says like they're being revealed in the dream time. I'm gonna look at it in the book because I don't want to like misunderstand what they're saying. And then it says mothership, okay? Like they're trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. That's what I really feel. They're trying to get the fuck out of Dodge, okay? It says plainly evident because of inner perception, okay? So 12:122, 12:12 means clear, evident, okay? Plainly evident because of inner perception. In the shadow, protection of El, okay? 2 Israelites of God. So it's like we're being protected by God. And the more we become aware of who we are and what's our mission here, like that alone is just killing them off, okay? He said, I've been working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly, okay? Past the sky, okay? If my manager assaults me again, I will be assaulting him after I fuck the manager up. And it's like this that angry black man energy they want y'all to be into, low key. I really like this song. I'm not saying it's like just an angry black man shit, but it's like that's where it was. Take me to the back and pat me, asking me about some khakis, like the demolishing of trust, okay? Let some black people walk in, I bet you they show off they token blackie. Oh, they love Kanye, let's put them all in the front of the store. So I'm on break next to the no smoking zone with a blunt in the mall. Taking my hits, writing my rhymes, playing my mind. This fucking job can't help them, so I quit. Y'all welcome. Y'all don't know my struggle. You can't match my hustle. You can't catch my hustle. You can't fathom my love, dude. Lock yourself in the room doing 5 beats a day for these summers. That's a different girl like 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers. The kid that made that deserves that made back. So many records in my spaceship. I'm just waiting on my spaceship, okay? So it's like you've been working this grave shift, okay, this whole time. You ain't made shit. You really want to just fly away from here and go home, you know, back to wherever you came from, okay? But Spirit like, no, you about to go past the sky, okay? You about to drive they Maybachs and own they land get your own land back, okay? So dream time, it says, when your Pleiadian family seek to commune with you on your particular life mission, often broadcasting to Earth via dreams from other realms, okay? These codes in your sleep are specifically placed to provide hints and guidance for your life path. We truly understand how Earth can be a daunting place where the soul can sometimes gain amnesia and forget about its originally sent purpose, okay? It is there for in the dreamtime state where you are able to reach one and rethread you back into the multidimensional fields that remind you of your sacred purpose, okay? The Dreamtime card arrives when the field of Dreamtime is being used to broadcast messages from your star family to yourself. This dream field is a great place to train oneself into the multidimensional awareness of your now and future Earth. In addition, many of our Earth friends have observed that we have had galactic encounters with star family when in between the state of sleep and being awake. This middle ground provides a bridge-like gateway into a multidimensional traveling where other species can communicate with the humans and send forth higher star knowledge, okay? Begin to pay attention to your dreams at night as we are broadcasting important messages. When remembered, attempt to write them down, okay, in order to facilitate your conscious memory to be grounded into physical reality. Whether you're vividly remembering your dreams or forgetting them upon awakening, okay, this is a strong reminder to begin to pay attention to this realm. Your star family is near and a life shift is being guided on a subtle level, okay? So this is what we're talking about here. So it says 2022 says in season, opportunely, when the opportunity occurs, okay? So now's the perfect opportunity for us to like rise up and rebel, okay? It says Mark 14:11. And when they heard it, they were glad and promised to give him money, okay? And they sought opportunity to betray him, okay? So this is what I was talking about with them. They're offering, they always got all these offers, you know, acting like, you know, they want to offer you some sort of better life, but really they're just looking for an opportunity to steal your light, to betray you, okay? So be careful who you're trusting out here in this world, okay? So 2 Timothy, okay, 4:2. Preach the word of God. Be prepared whether the time is favorable or not. Patiently correct, rebuke, and encourage your people with good teaching, okay? So the next show was You, okay? It says, what would you do for love? For a brilliant male bookstore manager who crosses paths with an aspiring female writer, this question is put to the test. A charming yet awkward crush becomes something even more sinister when writer becomes object of the manager's obsession. Use every tool. My bad. Let me run it back because I seen it start over, okay? It says, a charming yet awkward crush becomes something even more sinister when writer becomes object of the manager's obsession. Using social media and the internet, he uses every tool at his disposal to become close to her, even going so far as to remove any obstacles, including people that stands in the way of getting to her, okay? And then it said, this came out 9/9/2018, okay? So I looked up 9922. It said cotton picker. Cotton, the product of a system that required slave labor to function, okay? Racial intimidation have used cotton as a symbol of their hatred, okay? So they just using you for slave labor. That's why Spirit doesn't really want you working for anybody, okay? It says, Gossypium is the cotton flower, okay? It says native to tropical and subtropical regions of the old and the new world. The tribe of Gossypi of the mallow family. So the next thing I wrote was learning for justice, okay? They hate and obsess over us, paying more attention to us than ever, okay? 9201, they're taking a stand. Well, it says taking a stand against the wiles of the devil, okay, by rooting in light. Fire. So because we're rooting in light, we're taking on, you know, we're taking a stand against the wiles of the devil, against the things that they're trying to, you know, do to us. It says, you are a super champion, more than a conqueror, okay? And then the next show was I Am a Killer, a crime documentary, an in-depth insight into the stories of prisoners who are awaiting their fate on death now, okay? So they're just awaiting, okay? What was that? I heard mending of the heart. Okay, so we're mending the heart. We had to fix not only our own hearts, okay, but the heart of Gaia, okay. Gaia had to raise her vibration as well to deal with this, to get rid of this dark energy. I'm trying to make sure all of these cards are the same way, okay. And then you walk right up to the sun, and then we'll walk right up to the sun hand in hand. We'll walk right up to the sun, we won't land. We'll walk right up to the sun hand in hand, eh? Okay, so I Am a Killer came out 8/3/18, okay? So 831 governs, means to govern or exercise authority, okay? Look, it says star centers, okay? It says to govern or exercise authority, okay? Then 318 means necessity, calls for timely help, okay? Calls for timely help, strong force needed to accomplish something absolutely required, okay? That's why the pushing in of all of these different kinds of universal knowledge, okay? Also, the reason for all this enlightenment, okay? The reason for all this cosmic unity is to get rid of the beings that think that they finna run this earth. This earth belongs to God, okay? And he's willing to fight for it, okay? And then it says last, and wrote next to that, I wrote Omega, okay? Because God is the Alpha and the Omega, okay? It says the mole, and this Maya came out. Okay, so where's that book at? I know it's a lot. I know it's long, okay, but you know, I'm gonna just listen to spirit because they really don't want me to stop. I don't want to run out of space on my phone. That's what I'm really more concerned with than anything. Okay, so Maya. The star known as Maya in our Pleiades constellation is one of our most ancient establishments where the foundation of our Pleiadian culture begins, specifically in a word we refer to as Myso 7. Myso 7 is a planet that is predominantly water, such as your Earth, but also holds islands where many of the original Pleiadian founders began their upbringing. Similar to you Earthlings, we are placed on this planet to find our way amongst the natural backdrop. Our originals are fortunate enough to begin to hear the stories that were broadcasted through the observation of the stars, and were guided to receive their inner blueprint, which allowed for them to receive the higher intelligence that soon shaped our civilization foundation, okay? The beings on this planet are beautiful in bronze skin. They have blondish hair with red blue streaks and a very pure nature. Their pureness in their souls led to all their advancements and growth. And this card comes as a reminder to enter into a field of purification like our originals. Before we dive into methods, one may ask, what is purification and how do you define that on the Pleiadians? It says, from our perspective, purification is to align with your innocent nature that you possessed when you first entered your plane. Born with an open heart, curiosity, and vast mind that was open to learn, experience, and feel, the divine innocence carried you into deeper states of learning and shaped the foundation for who you are today. In the same perspective, we experience purification as a return to one's innocence and divine nature, okay? With us gently reminding that a return to innocence facilitates for this deeper richness to enter in your life, okay? When one is pure, then they tap naturally into their divine celestial codes that have been embedded in you since you were born. Of course, these are never lost, but soon get buried in amnesia from the day-to-day experience of your plane. We, the Pleiadians, pose the question for you to ponder in this moment. Have you lost this innocence somewhere along the way? And has human life hardened you to make you abandon this purity, okay? So it says, the next one was the mule, okay? It says 14 American strangers undertake an array of physical and mental challenges. Y'all are so cute. I love Spirit, okay? So it came out 1/9/2001, okay? But first I did 14, okay? 14 means to do a good work for the believer, okay? 192 means the want of power, okay? Without prevailing, taking dominion, the inability to maintain control, okay? So these people, they're not going to be able to maintain control too much longer, okay? Because God has come to do good work for the believers, okay? Okay. Okay. Hold up. Dolphin play. I was like, look at it. Loosen up, unwind, and allow for the playfulness of the dolphin spirit to embrace your spirit. Entering your waters through the gateways of Sirius A, these dolphins representative have been on earth to embed the frequencies of joy and unconditional love for all on your planet to receive. Their work on your water world is indeed priceless, and we the Pleiadians hold them in the highest regards for their commitment and sacrifice to ensuring the harmony of your earth. Okay, that's why dolphins, they spread their light, okay, just by thinking about this. Dolphins they just swim around, okay, right, and they splash, you know, and they entertain humans all the time just for no reason without anyone asking them to, okay, because they're intuitive, okay? Like any animal, they have the ability to know if you need cheering up, okay? If you need some of their light. So 920 says the sons of Jonah, or Peter. And then 921 said Barnabas, companion of Paul. And then it said to scatter. And then when I was doing, I remember saying there's no more robbing Peter to pay Paul, okay? Daniel 4:11. The tree grew large and strong, and its top touched the sky. It was visible to the ends of the earth, okay? Okay. So then the next thing was Kaleidoscope, okay? A master thief and his crew attempt an epic heist worth $7 billion, but betrayal, okay, I'm almost done. But betrayal, greed, and other threats undermine their plans, okay? It's like the dark-oriented beings don't really understand the point of unity, okay? The point of banding together, and also they're in their ego thinking that they can overpower the one true creator of us all, okay? So they tripping. Major ball sack, okay? 1/1/2023, okay? That's when, what is this? That's when Kaleidoscope came out, okay? Also, Kaleidoscope, for me, represents the changing of views, okay? Our changing of our views while they was over there being greedy and trying to undermine, you know, each other's plans is really what got them caught off guard in the first place, okay? So 1120 means to fall on your knees, bow the knee, kneel down, okay? 2023 means to supply, to aid, minister nourishment unto, and to furnish bedsides, okay? So these people finna be in infirmaries, okay, getting their last meal from God, okay? But also, you know, he's forcing them to bend the knee, okay? Bend the fucking knee, like they say on Game of Thrones, okay? Oh yeah, we can do this and we can do that, but first you must bend the knee. Who was that? Jon Snow? He was mad as fuck. He did not want to bend the knee, okay? That's how they are. They like, what? Psh, no, that's absurd. You know, they think they're so much better. Oh, they finna get fucked up. It says a son, 223 means a son of that Simon of Cyrene who carried the cross of Jesus, okay? The flame of Yahweh of Jehovah. Mark 15:21 says, a certain man from Cyrene, Simon, the father of Alexander and Rufus, was passing by on his way in from the country, and they forced him to carry the cross, okay? So next was The Walking Dead zombies, okay? Life in the months and years that follow a zombie apocalypse, okay? A group of survivals travel in search of safety and security, constantly on the move, in search of a secure home, okay? Home is where the heart is, okay? That's where we started at with the heart chakra, right? Home, look, it say heart portal right here at the bottom of this deck, okay? So in search of a home, okay, it says, but the pressure each day to stay alive sends many in the group to the deepest depths of human cruelty, and they soon discover that the overwhelming fear of the survivors can be more deadly than the zombies walking among them, okay? It says the portals, okay? So I'm really getting like there's some people like that are around these people that kind of help these people, like, and they're starting to feel it, you know, like they have to get out. Like these people are the lowest of the low, you know. Whoever got their soul that's still in the industry, now's a good time to branch off and do whatever you're gonna do, you know, independently through God, okay? So you could be a survivor, okay? Because the survivors are far more deadly than the zombies that you entertain, okay? It says walking around among atomies, the interpersonal conflicts present a greater threat to their continuing survival than the walkers that roam the country, okay? So 11/20/22 is when that went off, okay? So 11/20 means to fall on the knee, to bend the knee at high places, okay? So you need to bend the knee to he who sits at the highest of places, okay? It says 12:02, a prisoner to self. Well, I wrote to self, okay, but it just means a prisoner. So these people are prisoners to themselves out here and don't realize it. I want to know, all I want to know is if I can have what's up in those jeans. Baby, can I get what's up in those jeans? Don't get alarmed, because I don't mean no harm, but I love the way you're wearing those jeans. And I really feel like the jeans is the love of God. Like God loves the way that you wear his love, his light, the way that we rep him, okay? He loves that. He awards that shit, okay? And especially if you gonna leave these Stranger Things, okay? Stranger Things is next, okay? Especially if you willing to walk away from these Stranger Things, okay? A group of friends or supernatural forces or secret government exploits, okay? If you're willing to walk away from that type of shit, okay, just to come back to God, all right? And you still got your soul, you know, the door is open. Of course, you're gonna have to go through some karma, okay, to receive your golden egg, but it's definitely worth your time, okay? So it's Stranger Things. It says a group of young friends witness supernatural forces and secret government exploits. As they search for the answers, the children unravel a series of extraordinary mysteries. Extraordinary mysteries, okay? So this is what we've been doing. We've been unraveling the extraordinary mysteries of the crystalline grid, okay? And of our star families, okay? And of our sound codes and vibrations we've been receiving, okay? It says 7/15/16 is when it came out, okay? So 7/15, I put a bear, okay? And then I put as obstructing by ferocity, okay? 71/51 is a town, a city, okay? In poetry and in higher style, okay? So that really gave me like Hollywood type of vibes, okay? They think that they're in higher style, you know? Well, they might be in higher style, but they are not in righteousness, and so therefore it doesn't matter, okay? Proverbs 11:10 says, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, okay? And when the wicked perish, there is shouting, okay? 15:16 says, peaceful what pertains to peace, i.e. God's gift of wholeness, which results from discerning from knowing the Lord's will and obeying it, okay? But I wrote discerning in there, okay? Follow your guidance, okay? Follow your guidance. Follow your inner compass, okay? Look, listen to the father of healing, okay? Which is God, okay? He telepathically connects with you all the time, okay? Look, because you're star royalty. That's why you are his child. You are his. You're chosen, okay? He chooses to send you transmissions. He chooses to grant you fifth dimensional access. He chooses to grant you the power to do energy work on yourself and others, okay? He grants you the power of light technology, okay? He grants you the power of forgiveness, okay? He grants you the power of passion, okay? He grants you the knowledge of knowing you are a galactic being to your core, okay? That you have a quantum heart, okay, capable of quantum jumping without any machinery necessary, okay? All one need do is improve your imagination, recognize your planetary guardians, and step into your role as one of the planetary guardians, okay? Set your vibration to where it needs to be, all right? And then that's how you're gonna jump the timeline, okay? Yeah, just follow the song of your soul, okay? And remember who you are with remembrance. Exactly. Expand into compassion, and you'll come into this sacred union, not only with God or a divine counterpart, but your soul family, okay? To be of service through creativity to this world, okay? And with that, I'm done, okay? I hope you got something out of that, all right? It always seems jumbled while I'm doing it, but when I watch it back, I'll be like, dang, this is amazing. So, just go forth, my loves, with all this education. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Have a wonderful night or day or whatever.